Yes, please, Meenakshi, you can speak. Meenakshi, you can speak. Please unmute.
Ma'am, good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. Very good evening.
My name is
Ma'am,
Meenakshi.
good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, one by one. Okay. So, students, are you all ready? We are about to start the session. Yeah, very good evening to all of you. So, Gayatri ma'am is here. Now, we'll hand over the session to Gayatri ma'am. So, everybody, please be ready for the session. Thank you so much. Gayatri ma'am, over to you.
Yes, thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
Very good evening, students. Yeah. Very good evening, students. So, welcome to free online coaching for TSRJC CET POLYCET. So, today in mathematics, we will do heights and distances. All right. So, chapter which is very much linked to our fine. So, let us start. The first question is, a boy observes a person standing on the ground from the building of height 50 meters at an angle 45 degree. Then the distance from the foot of building to person is dash. Yes. So do you understand the question? So you have to find out the distance from the foot of the building to the person. So I'll give you a clue. You can use the tan theta formula. All right. So quickly work it out and tell me. By then, let me tell you how this can be done. All right. So now this is the base. All right. So this is a foot. Okay. And this is the height of the building. And what is that is, it goes like this. Okay. And now how do you how do you find out using the tan theta formula? I'll give you a clue. You can assume this to be X. All right. So you keep anything as this is OA. Right. So, and what is the height? The height is 50 meters. And what is the angle? The angle from here, it is 45 degree. All right, students. Fine. So now what is that it is being asked? You are asked to find out the distance from the foot to the foot of the building to the person. All right. Yes. So being the first question, we'll do it. Yes, the answer is 50. How? Here, let the distance from the foot of the building to the person be X. All right. So what is X here? We are assuming this to be X. All right. Yes. So angle DCB. 1 second. Yes. So angle DCB. This one. This is 45 degree. All right. Which is equal to angle CBA. Alternate angles. So what is tan B? So here you can use tan formula, that is tan 45, which is 50 by X. All right. So 50 by X is equal to, what is tan 45 is 1. So 50 by X is 1. And you just cross multiply, you will get X is equal to 50. So that is how you have arrived at 50. All right. Yes. Let's move on to the next question. If a ladder 20 meter long is placed against a vertical wall of height 10 meters, then the distance between the foot of the ladder and the wall, the inclination of the ladder with horizontal are respectively dash. All right, students. So here I can give you a clue. Just draw this triangle and find out which one you can use, whether you can use sine or cos or tan or whatever. All right. So now you can find out by drawing the triangle, and find out what you have to find out is the inclination of the ladder with horizontal are respectively dash. All right. So I think you can draw the triangle and then you can find it out. Fine. So let me just quickly draw it for you so that you'll be able to do it. All right. Okay. So let's assume this. So let this be AB. All right. Yes, he says the wall height is 10 meters. So this is 10 meter. All right. If a ladder of 20 meter long, so this is 20 meter long. Let us assume this to be C. So what is it you need to find out? You need to find out the base, that is X. All right. So I'm sure now you'll be able to find out the answer. Yes, do it quickly and give me the answer. 45 seconds. More than that, I cannot give you because we are running out of time. Let me see how many have given me the answers in the chat box. Sai Vardhan, Avinash, option 1. Many says option 1. Please redo your answer and give me the correct answers. Monica. Okay. The answers are literally coming. Let's see. It is option 1. Yes. How? Let's see the answer for this. Here, the base is X. All right. And the height is 20. So, using this formula, you can put only sine theta. All right. That is the opposite by hypotenuse. That is 10 by 20. So what is 10 by 20? It is half. So what if the theta of sine is equal to half? So that is sine dash is equal to half. So the theta must be 30, isn't it? So yesterday we just went through all the identities and all the values. So with this, you must be able to find out that sine theta is 30, isn't it? All right. Now let us go through the tan theta also. So what happens if it is tan 30? So tan 30 is nothing but the opposite by base, that is 10 by x, right? So what is tan 30? It is 1 by root 3, which is equal to 10 by x. So you are cross multiplying to get the value of x as 10 root 3. So now we are finding out sine only to know what theta, what degree you need to use for tan. All right, students. So many gave me the right answers. Excellent. Let's move on to the next question. A person observes a flagpole of height h meter at an angle of 60 degree and 8 meter away from foot of pole, right? So then what is the height? All right. So I can give you a clue, use tan theta, right? Because height is given and the foot, that is the base is given. So that is how you should quickly think that tan theta can be used. All right. So 45 seconds, a very simple question indeed. Let's see how many are going to give me the answers. Yes. Rakesh, Gayatri, very good. You all are giving me the excellent and the right answers. Navaneet, redo your answer. It's not right. Shiva, redo your answer. Yes, all others are giving me the right answer. Yes, let's see how. Answer is 8 root 3. How? Because since we are dealing with the base and the opposite side, you can use tan 60. All right. So what is tan 60? It is nothing but h by 8. All right. What is tan 60? Root 3. So root 3 is equal to h by 8. By cross multiplying, we get h is equal to 8 root 3 meters. All right, good. Let's move on to the next question. A ladder of x meter leaning against a wall with an elevation of 30 degree and distance from foot of ladder to wall is 6 meters. Then what is the value of x? All right. So quickly find it out. By then I'll draw the Yes, the picture is already given to you, isn't it? So you can do it. I can give you a clue. It is, so he has given, it is 30-degree elevated, isn't it? And what is angle A? He says 60 degrees. All right. So 30-degree elevated, and the distance from foot of the ladder to wall is 6 meters. All right. So you can use cos 30. That is 60 by 2. All right. So use cos 30 and then find out and then give me the values. So the best clue that I have given for you, quickly do it and give me the answer so that we can check and then get the key also. Yes, Veda, you're right. Ashwin, redo your answer and give me. Please do it by yourself and tell me. All right. Shiva, Sai Vardhan, Gayatri, you're right. Shiva, again Shiva is giving me an answer. Avinash. Okay. Rajeshwari. All right, all right, all right, all right. Let's move on to the key. Yes, it is option 4. Many gave me option 4 as a right answer. Yes, how? So here we are taking at an elevation of 30 degree, isn't it? So cos 60 is equal to 6 by x. All right. So what is 6 by x? It is, what is cos 30? It is root 3 by 2. Root 3 by 2 is equal to 6 by x. All right. So just cross multiply, you will get the value of x as 6 into 2 by root 3. All right. Yes. So here there is a mistake in the diagram. 1 second. Let me do it here. This should be 30 degree. All right. So 60 by 2, they have just taken 60. It is 30 degree. All right. Good. Many gave me the right answers, but few did not give up. Please read the question very carefully and then give me the answer. All right. Yes. Let's move on to the next question. A tree of height 25 meter makes an angle of depression at 45 degree to the person observing on the ground. Then the distance between the tree and the person is dash. All right. So the figure is given to you, and I'm sure you must be able to give me the answer. All right. Yes. So is it option 1, 25, option 2, 25 root 2, or is it option 3, 25 by root 2, or is it option 4, 25 root 3? So quickly do it and then give me the answer. Let's see if anybody has given me. Yes, many says option 1. Yes, Mahendra says option 2. All right, Gayatri says option 2. Yes, many are saying option 2. Let's see whether they are right. They must be right. Yes, it is option 2, 25 root 2. Please see the explanation given over here. The distance between the tree and the person, you are assuming it to be x. All right, that is AC. Fine. Right. Now, angle DCA is equal to angle CAB, alternate angles. So, what is DCA? It is sine 45, which is equal to 25 by x. That is opposite side by hypotenuse. What is sine 45? It is 1 by root 2, which is equal to 25 by x. Cross multiply and you get the value of x as 25 root 2. All right. Excellent to those who gave me the right answer. See the next question. A girl observes the electric pole at an angle of 45 degree and the elevation changes to 30 degrees. When she moves 10 meter away from the pole, then the height of the pole is dash. All right. So please try to work it out and give me the answer. By then, let me draw the diagram and we'll try to quickly if I draw the diagram, probably you all will be able to understand, isn't it? Yes. See, this is the triangle. All right. So this is A. And what happens is the electric pole is at an angle of 45 degrees. So let's draw a line here because 45 comes here. What happens? She moves 10 meter away. So 10 is here. That is between this and this. When she moves this side, next they say that it changes, that 45 degree changes to 30 degree. All right. Now what is the height of the pole? See, when she was here, the height of the pole was this. But when she moves further down, the height slowly goes up. So now you need to find out this height. Is it clear? I think I've made it pretty easy for you. So just assume this to be X. Now you will be able to give me the answer very easily. Yes, let's see how many have given me the answer in the chat box. Yes, Mahendra, Gaud, Sai Vardhan. Okay, many says option 2. Few say option 1. All right, let's see what is the right answer. It is option 1. How? Quickly see along with the diagram. Let the height of the pole be h meters and the distance from the girl to the pole at first elevation be x. Okay, that is this is this. We are assuming it to be x here. Okay, right. So from angle DCB, yes, we can say that tan 45 is h by x. H opposite side by base, isn't it? So tan 45 is 1 is equal to h by x, which means that h is equal to x. Right? Next, take the next triangle, triangle ADC. In ADC, tan 30 is again opposite side by base, h by x plus 10. Now, what is the height here? It becomes x and 10 more is getting added. So, x plus 10. So, tan 30 is 1 by root 3 is equal to h by x plus 10. All right. And what is h? Cross multiply it and get the value of h as 10 by root 3. All right. So, what is h? It is 10 by root 3. Fine. And h of root 3 minus 1 is equal to 10. And finally, you land up the value of h as 10 by root 3 minus 1. So, the option is 1. All right, students. Yes. So, please make a note of this. It's a very commonly asked sum. So, that is why the question has been taken for you. Yes. Let's move on to the next question. The angle of elevation of temple from two men on either side are 30 degree and 60 degree and 30 degree respectively. Find the distance between two men if height of the temple is 30 meters. Yes. Pretty similar sum to what we have discussed, though your triangle may differ. All right. So, yes, I'll just draw the triangle for you so that you can quickly work out. All others, try to work out and give me the answers. All right. So, we have a triangle like this. Okay. So, the angle of elevation of temple from two men. Either side means one is on this side, the other one is on the other side. Okay. So let's assume this to be A. So from A, it is 60 degree. All right. And the other side, let's assume this to be B. Let's assume this to be C. The other side, he says it is 30 degree. All right. Find the distance between the two men. If the height of the temple. So what is the height? This is the height. The height is 30. So ABC, let's assume this to be D. So now what is that you need to find out? X, let's assume AB as X and let's assume BC as Y. All right, so now you need to find out the distance between two men, that is X and Y. In other words, X plus Y. So what is the value of AB? Find out the value of AB plus find out the value of BC. That would be your answer. Okay. So let's see how many are giving me the answer for this. Many says option 4. Excellent. It should be the right answer. Let's see what is the answer. Yes, it is option 4. Very good. Quickly see the answer. Let the distance from the temple to the first person be x. That's what we also assume. And the second person, that is from B to C. Okay, or from C to B, it is y. All right. So in triangle ABD, they have taken tan 60 because the first person angle is 60. So tan 60 is BD by AB. That is opposite side by opposite side by adjacent side. So which is 30 by x. With this, you can find out the value of x is 30 by root 3. All right. And take out the other triangle, that is triangle DCB. So you can take tan 30 is BD by BC. All right. So which is, what is tan 30? 1 by root 3, which is nothing but 30 by y. Cross multiply, you'll get the value of y to be 30 root 3. So just add up these both. All right. So when you add up, you'll get the value as, see, you got the value of x to be 30 by root 3. And here you got it as 20 by root 3. So just add up these both. I mean, after adding, you get 120 by root 3. That is 30 by root 3 plus 30 by y. All right, that is 30 root 3. So 30 root 3 plus 30 by root 3. You can take LCM so that you can have a single answer as 120 by root 3, which is option 4. All right, students? Yes. See the next question. The angle of elevation of top of electric pole from foot of tower is 60 degree. And the angle of elevation of top of a tower, 2 foot of electric pole is 30 degree. And the distance between the pole and the tower is 25 meter. Then what is the ratio of their heights? All right. So you need to find out the ratio of their heights. Quickly find out. By then, let me draw the diagram so that you can, you'll be able to find out. Yes. So this is the base. Okay. So this is the tower. Right. So the angle of elevation of top of the electric pole from the foot to the tower. So this is the tower. So from the foot to the tower. Okay. And the angle of elevation of top of the tower to the foot of electric pole. So this is electric pole. Okay, so let's assume this to be pole. Okay. So this is 60 degree. And let's assume this to be tower. This is 30 degree. All right. Let's assume this to be H1. That is to the base to the tower. Base to the pole is H2. And what is AB? That is the distance between the pole and the tower is 25 meter. Now, what is the ratio of their heights? Okay. So I'm sure with this clue, you must be able to, I mean, with this diagram, you must be able to find out the answer. Let's see, 45 seconds is already over. Many says option 2. Okay. Many says option, some says option 3. Yes. All right. So let's see the key. It is option 3. 1 by root 3 is to root 3. See how? See the diagram. Let the height of the tower be H1. That's what we had assumed. And the electric pole height be H2. Yes. Right. So what is tan 30? Tan 30 is nothing but the height. Just a second. Yes. Now what is tan 30? Tan 30 is nothing but H1 by 25. All right. So opposite side by base. So what is tan 30? 1 by root 3. Cross multiply, you will get H1 to be 25 by root 3. All right. What is tan 60? Tan 60 is nothing but H2. You're taking this H2 by base. Okay. Opposite side by base 25, H2 by 25, which is nothing but tan 60 is root 3. So just cross multiply, you'll get the value of H2 as 25 root 3. So now you take the ratio as 25 by root 3 is to 25 into root 3. All right. So with this, you can, by taking LCM, you can say the answer is 1 by root 3 is to root 3. All right. Yes, excellent to those who gave me the right answer. See the next question. The angle of elevation of a top of the tower from a point 120 meter from its foot is 45 degree. How much the tower is to be raised when the elevation is to be 60 degree at the same point? Yes. So this, I can give you a clue. You can use tan for this. All right. So why? Because it deals with the opposite and the base. All right. So let's see how many are going to give me the answer for this. Sai Vardhan says option 3. Jessica says option 3. Okay. Sai Vardhan says 1. Jessica says 3. Navaneet says 3. All right. Let's see. Let's see the answer. It is option 3. 120 into root 3 minus 1. How? As I told you, tan 45 is nothing but 120 by x, right? So tan 45 is 1. Cross multiply, you will get x to be 120. All right? Yes. And where is elevation? 60 degrees. So tan 60 is nothing but 120 plus y by x. Just cross multiply, you will get the value of y to be 120 into root 3 minus 1. All right, good. See the next question. The length of the shadow of a vertical pole is root 3 times its original length. The angle of elevation to the sun is dash. All right. So quickly find out. Let me draw the diagram for you so that easily you can find out. Yes, he says the length of the shadow of a vertical pole, okay, is root 3. Okay. Root 3 times its original length. So let the length, you're assuming it to be, let the pole AB, that is the length, you're assuming it to be x, right? Okay. All right. So of a vertical pole is root 3. So you're assuming this to be x. And it is 3 times its original length. So 3 times its original length means root 3 times. So root 3 means root 3 into x. All right. Yes. So let's take this as C. And this is the theta, the angle of elevation to the sun. So find out the theta value. Right. So with this, you'll be able to find out the answer. Let's see. Many says option 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Very good. Let's see the correct answer as yes. It is option 1. How? See, let the pole AB is equal to x. That's what we assumed. Okay. So let the pole AB be x. The shadow is BC. That is a base x into root 3. Then what is tan theta? It is nothing but opposite side by base x by x root 3. So tan theta is equal to, what is here? Tan theta is 1 by root 3, right? So you're taking theta is equal to tan inverse of 1 by root 3. So thereby you can say tan inverse of 1 by root 3 means theta should be 30 degree. That is why you are arriving at the answer as 30 degree. All right. Yes. Good to those who have given me the right answer. See the next question. Find the length of a kite string flying at 100 meter above the ground with the elevation 60 degree. All right. Yes. So with this, you can find out the answer. So I can give you a clue. It deals with the hypotenuse and the opposite side. So opposite side by hypotenuse is nothing but sine. Okay. So use sine here. So let me draw the diagram very quickly so that you'll be able to understand. Okay. So here he says the elevation is 60. So let's take this as A, B, C. So here the elevation is 60 degree. Okay. and it is flying at 100 meter above the ground. So this is a ground, 100 meter above the ground means this is the height. All right, fine. So now above the ground with the elevation of 60 degree. All right, so you take up this here as 60 degree. Right, so now you need to find out the length of the string of the kite. What is that you need to find out? You need to find out the length of the string. So length of the string of the kite. All right. Yes. So I have given you how to find out also. Now by this time you would have finished, I suppose. Let's see how many yes. My God, many says option 3, option 3, option 3, option 3, option 3. You just need to type once. I understand you all are very enthusiastic. Excellent. Okay, let's see. It is option 3. Very good. How? You can see the diagram that has already been done. So in triangle ABC, sine 60 you are taking. What is sine 60? Root 3 by 2, which is opposite side by hypotenuse, AC by AB. 100 by x, whereby you get the value of cross multiply, you get the value of x as 200 by 3. Very good. Excellent. See the next question. The tops of two poles are of height 20 meters and 14 meters. They are connected by a wire. If the wire makes an angle 30 degree with the horizontal, then the length of the wire is dash. All right. So students, let me explain this with the diagram so that you all will understand. The answer is 12. How? See the diagram. You're taking AC. Now, what is the angle? It is nothing but 30 degree. So here you are using BC, that is opposite side by hypotenuse. That is why you're taking sine 30. So you will always have the confusion which one to take, whether it is sine tan or whatever. Opposite side by hypotenuse, that is BC by AB. So BC opposite side by hypotenuse, only sine theta you can use. So that is why you're taking sine 30, which is BC by AB. Sine 30 is half is equal to BC is 6 by AB. So you're finding out by cross multiplying the value of AB to be 12. All right. So now what is AB? It is nothing but the hypotenuse, that is 12 meters. All right. Yes. See the next question. The angle of elevation of the top of a tower whose height is 100 meters at a point whose distance from the base of the tower is 100 meters is dash. Is it clear? So let me draw the diagram so that you will be able to find out. I have to use yellow. All right. See here. Sorry, my lines are going not coming properly. All right. So this is A. We are assuming this as A and this is B. He says the angle of elevation of the top of a tower whose height is 100 centimeter. Okay. So here the height is 100 centimeter. And we are taking this to be the theta at a point whose distance from the base to the tower. So this is a base and this is the tower, right? So this is a base, this is the tower. So even this he says is to be 100. So now you need to find out the value of theta. So what is theta? All right. So it is very protrudent that it is height. It is opposite side by base. So where only tan theta can be used. Yes. So with this clue, you must have finished the sum. Let me see how many. Renuka, Gayatri, many says option 4, Veda, Sai Vardhan, Avinash. All right, all right. Not all names I'm able to read because of time. Yes, let's see. It is 45 degree. Excellent students. Very good energy you all are having and giving me the very right answers. Let's see how 45 degree. So as I told you, it is height by distance, which is BC, opposite side by AB, that is base. right? So tan theta is equal to BC by AB, which is 100 by 100. So you get tan theta as 1. So tan of what is equal to 1? It is nothing but tan 45. Understood? So that is how you need to find out. So tan 45 is 1, therefore theta is 45. Very good. Excellent. See the next question. If the angle of elevation of the sun is 60 degree, then the ratio of a tree with its shadow is dash. All right. So quickly do it and tell me. So here you are dealing with the, so what is opposite side and adjacent side? This tan. All right. See here. Let me draw it clearly. All right. So this is a triangle. So let's assume this to be A, and this is B, and this is C. He says angle of elevation of the sun. So here this is elevation 60 degree. Okay, then the ratio of the tree with its shadow. Okay, that is this one and this one. Tree and its shadow. The tree and its shadow. All right. Yes. So with this, you would have by now got the answer. Let's see how many. It is 3 or 4. Why you're giving me options? 3 or 4. Okay, many says option 3. Yes, very good. Let's see the answer. Yes, it should be 3. Yes, perfect. It should be 3. That is root 3 is to 1. How? See the diagram. You have the degree, the elevation to be 60 degree. All right. So from the figure, BC represents the tree and AC represents its shadow. Always your shadow will be down, isn't it? So tan 60 is nothing but opposite BC by AC, that is base. So tan 60 is nothing but root 3, which is BC by AC. Therefore, BC is to AC is root 3 is to 1. All right. Yes, perfect. See the next question. All right. So from a tower of 120-meter high, the angle of depression of a car is 30 degree. Find how far the car is from the tower. 4 options are given. So quickly find out which could be the right option. Whether option 1, 2, 3 or 4. Yes. All right. So next you will have bio section. So quickly finish it so that your science ma'am can take. Yes, let me give you the answer for this. It is option 4, 120 root 3. How? Yes, students, quickly see the diagram. So here in this triangle, the height of the tower is 120 meter, isn't it? So that's what, just a second, let me use a pen. Yes, so the height of the tower is 120 meter. Yes, so this is the height. This is the height 120 meter. The angle of depression is theta. So here you are assuming the theta is here, which is nothing but 30 degree because the question says it is 30 degree. So let the distance of the car from the tower be x. So you're assuming this to be x. So you have opposite side and base, which is nothing but tan 30, which is 120 by x. All right. That is opposite side by base. So which is x. 120 by x is, what is tan 30? 1 by root 3. So just cross multiply, you will you can find that x is equal to root 20, 120 root 3. Just cross multiply, you will end up with this answer. All right. Yes. See the next question. The angles of elevation of 2 buildings on either side of a point of observation between them are 45 degree and 30 degree. If the heights of them are 20 meters and 25 root 3 meters respectively, then the distance between the two buildings is dash. All right. So in the year 2018, this question was asked. So very important question. So quickly find out the answer. By then, let me draw the diagram for you so that it will be easy for you. All right. Let me use yellow. Yes. See here. This is the base. All right. So the angle of elevation of two buildings. So you have one building here. You have one building here. All right. So the angle of elevation of two buildings on either side means opposite side of a point of observation between them are 45 degrees. So from there to here it is 45 degree. Okay. And 30 degrees. So from here to here it is 30 degree. So let's put this as A, this as B, this as C, this as D, and this as E. And he says if the heights of them are 20 meter and 25. So let's height, we take this as 20 meter and here it is 25 root 3. All right. So now what is it you are asked to find out? The distance between the two buildings. So the distance between the two buildings means it is EB. All right. So the distance between the two buildings. All right. So now you know it is opposite side, then base. So which means it is tan theta. All right. Yes. Quickly give me the answer so that we can go with the key. I can explain it those who have not, for those who have not understood. Yes. Ramcharan, Veda. All right. How about others? Yes, Jessica. All right, good. Jessica says option 4. Let's see. Yes, it is option 4, 95 meters. How? See the diagram, which is very clearly given. So here you have ED, which is 20 meters. Here you have BC, which is 25 root 3 meters. So as I told you, it is tan 45, which is nothing but 20 by AE. All right. So what is 20? Opposite side by base is AE. So just cross multiply, you get the value of AE as 20, right? And the other one, it is tan 30, which is opposite side, that is 25 root 3 by base AB. So cross multiply, you'll get the value of AB to be 75. So now we want the distance, isn't it? The distance between the two buildings, which is EA plus AB, that is 20 plus 75, which is 95. All right, students. All right. So good to those who have really understood. This really requires, your working. So you need to sit calmly, work it out, and quickly give me the answer. All right. See the next question. For a man of height 6 feet, the angle of elevation of the top of a tree is 45 degree. If the distance between the man and the tree is 20 feet, find the height of the tree. All right. So 4 options are given. You need to give me the height of the tree. Yes. So let's see the answer for this also. It is option 4, 26 feet. How? See the diagram, which is very clearly explained here. So here you have theta as 45 degree, right? So that is CD. What is CD? It is 20. And what is DE? It is 6 feet, right? So here you have opposite side by base. So what is opposite side? AB by EB, right? So AB by EB is 20. Tan 45 is 1. Thereby AB cross multiplying, you get 20. So and what is the height of the tree? It is 20 plus 6, which is 26 feet. All right. Yes, good. For those who have tried and given me the answers, let's see. Yes, many says option 4. Yes, good. Yes, students. Perfect. Let's move on to the next question. Yes. See the next question. The angle of elevation of the top of the cliff from a point 300 meter from its foot is 60 degree. Then the height of the cliff is dash. What is the height of the cliff? So 4 options is given. 200 root 3, 200 by root 3, 300 root 3, or 300 by root 3? Yes, so quickly find out the answer. By then, let me draw the diagram for you and so that you will understand it very well. See, you have a base here, right? The triangle goes like this. All right, so let's assume this to be A, this to be B, and this to be C. So he says the angle of elevation. So from the top to the foot is 60 degree. All right. And what is the base? It is 300 meters. That's what he has given. You are asked to find out the value of this, that is AC. So here we are assuming it to be X. All right. So quickly give me the answers in the chat box. So it is opposite base, isn't it? Opposite side by base is nothing but tan. Yes, so the biggest clue is also given. Yes, with this we'll finish off. Quickly give me your answers. All right, many says option 3, option 3, option 3. Yes, should be option 3. Perfect. Excellent. It is option 3, 300 root 3. Yes, quickly see the answer. It is tan 60. How? AC, opposite side by the base is BC 300. So we are assuming AC to be X by 300, which is nothing but tan 60. Tan 60 here is root 3. So root 3 is equal to X by 300, whereby you cross multiply and you get the value of X as 300 into root 3. All right. So that is how you have arrived at the option 3. All right. Yes. Fine. Excellent, students. So with this, I hand over it to Bio ma'am. Before that, one thing that you all should know is, please be very thorough with all the values and with all the identities. Without knowing the identities and without knowing the values, definitely you cannot find out the correct answers. All right. So please brush up all the identities, all the formulas and all the values, like what is tan 45, what is sine 45, what is sine 0, and all that. Definitely you'll be able to solve these sums very quickly. All right. Yes. So over to Bio.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Thank you,
Gayatri.
ma'am.
Good evening, children. Yeah. Today we'll do coordination, children, the next chapter. Yeah, before going to that, I'll just explain the content first. We'll move to the content. What is there in the content, then we'll do some problems like the MCQs from that. Yeah. Good evening, children. Yes. So children, we have completed in the previous classes all the life processes, nutrition, respiration, transportation, excretion in the previous class. Today we'll go with the coordination. So as the name itself indicates, coordination. So all the body parts have to coordinate. So here in the human body, we have a definite coordinating system in the form of nervous system. So nervous system majorly coordinates all the body parts. And we have the major organs which coordinates all the actions of human body they are majorly human brain and the spinal cord. So here the muscle cells will be causing movement. And here in this chapter, you are going to learn about the nerve cells, children. The structure of nerve cell is very important. So basically, nerve cell has 3 major parts: cell body, then axon, and then we have the nerve terminal, cyton. Yes, these are all the activities, children. You can go through this. I'm just going through this only the important points, children. Here, you need to learn about here in the concept. You need to be thorough with the structure of nerve cell, as I told you. So here there are majorly 3 parts, children. You can go through here. There's a diagram showing the nerve cell. Here the major part is the cell body. Here first, to receive the nerve impulse is the dendrite. You may get a question. The part of nerve cell which receive the sensory impulses, it is the dendrite. So from the dendrite, that impulse will be moving all along the cell body and then to axon, and then to nerve terminal or the axon terminal. So you have to be thorough with all the diagram. Here it is shown, children. Please be thorough. And then here these nerve cells will be coordinated with the spine or the spinal cord or the brain. So these nerve cells, so there are majorly afferent nerves and efferent nerves, two types of nerves. And also we have motor nerves. So these motor nerves are the actively nerve cells which carry impulses or the information from the body parts to brain or the spine, and from the brain or spine to the body parts. And then we have afferent. So afferent nerves will be, or these are the group of nerves which take the impulses inside to the body. They take from the sense organs to the brain or the spine. Then efferent are the nerves or the neurons which come back after getting information to that particular action. These nerves, efferent nerves, will carry the information to the body parts, and accordingly action will be done in the human body. So, and even we have a synapse. What is the synapse? Synapse is a gap junction between the two nerve terminals. So you can see here the nerve terminal here in the diagram. This is a nerve terminal. So, or the axon terminal. Again here a new dendrite will start. So there will be some gap in between one nerve terminal or one neuron to the other neuron. We call that as synapse. So at the synapse region, actually, there will be the generation of electric impulses, and that impulses will be carried all along the nerve cell until they reach the target site, or it may be the brain or the spine. So in such a way, the coordination will be happening. So majorly it happens through the nerve cells, children. As we were discussing yesterday also, as like mammals, we belongs to mammalia. So we have the highly generated or highly evolved coordinating system in the form of nerve cells. Actually, the complete nervous system is divided into central, peripheral, and autonomous nervous system. So central nervous system has brain and the spinal cord, and peripheral nervous system includes a group of nerve cells which emerges from the spine as well as the brain. And autonomous nervous system, as itself indicates, autonomous. It is a self-regulating nervous system which is existing in the human body. It is autonomous. So as I told you, afferent nerves, these are also called sensory nerves. So these sensory nerves will carry the impulse or the information from sense organs to the major coordinating organs, that is brain or spine. And efferent nerves, they carry away the information from the brain or spine to the body parts. See, this is the diagram depicting the complete nerve cells function. Please go through this, children. Efferent nerves, and jerk, knee jerk. It's a reflex action. See, when a bright light is falling on our retina, on our eye, immediately what, we'll just blink our eyes or we'll just close our eyes. So who will tell or who will monitor? That is actually a reflex. It's a reflex without our voluntary action, without the function of the brain. Okay, here the brain is not involved in such reflex actions. Spine immediately, it just gives information and immediately our body responds. So that kind of actions, we call them as reflex actions. Okay, so very important, reflex action. These are all involuntary. Children, you should know what are voluntary and involuntary here. Involuntary actions are all, they are happening without our consciousness, without any role of brain. See, brain is involved indirectly here, but majorly those involuntary actions are all coordinated by the spinal cord. But major voluntary actions, voluntary in the sense, children, whatever the actions we are doing with our consciousness. Now I am talking in the class. I know what to talk, what to speak, and what are the examples I can give to the student. So all my senses are working. Why? Because my brain is coordinating. So I am speaking consciously to you. So I am voluntarily speaking. So my brain is coordinating all the speech, all the what the lecture, whatever I'm giving in the class now. The actions what I do without my senses or without my consciousness, those are called involuntary. So such kind of involuntary actions are all monitored by the spinal cord. Majorly reflex actions will be coordinated by the spinal cord. You may get a question based on this. So knee jerk is also a kind of reflex action. Then you have the complete, as I told you, see, central nervous system. Here the major part is brain. So we have forebrain, hindbrain, and midbrain. So forebrain mostly has the cerebrum and diencephalon. The cerebrum is a major part which is responsible for one's intelligence. once data, see, we give something to an electronic device like this computer. We just type the data and the data will be stored in the central processing unit, CPU. Here, the same thing. Whatever the information which we are taking through our senses will be typed or will be moving into the cerebrum, children. So cerebrum is the site of intelligence, and whatever the voluntary actions we do are all regulated by the cerebrum. So cerebrum is a part of forebrain which has diencephalon. And even diencephalon is also responsible for some involuntary actions. Here you have to go through the function and all the parts of the brain, children. Here brain is divided into 3 parts: forebrain, midbrain and hindbrain. And you can see here surrounding the brain, we can see meninges. Okay, the layers which are surrounding the brain are called meninges. And in between these meninges, there's a fluid always flowing. We call it as cerebrospinal fluid. And this cerebrospinal fluid will be acting as a shock absorber, and the complete brain is enclosed. You can see, children, all the body parts, whatever the major organs we have in the human body, are all they are protected. They are all enclosed in a bony cavity. Here, the bony cavity which is enclosing the human brain is the skull. Skull is the part which is giving protection or which protects the brain, human brain. Okay, you can see here and midbrain. So midbrain, it will be acting as a relay station between the forebrain and the hindbrain. Whatever the information coming from the forebrain will be passing to the hindbrain through the midbrain. So it will be acting as a relay station, and mostly it is carrying the sensory impulses from cerebrum, that is from forebrain to the hindbrain and then to the spinal cord through the medulla oblongata. And hindbrain consisting of cerebellum, pons varolii, and then we have medulla oblongata. And then medulla oblongata will be continuing further into the body as the spine. And as I told you, cerebellum. So cerebellum is mostly responsible for the posture, the way how we sit. Okay, it is controlling our balance. The balance of the body is because of the cerebellum. And medulla oblongata, it is also responsible for the involuntary actions. And pons varolii is controlling the rate of respiration. How much amount of food is getting oxidized, how much amount of energy is liberated in the body. All that functions will be coordinated by the pons varolii. And as I told you yesterday, we have a pituitary gland. This pituitary gland will be secreting the vasopressin. So this is the location of the pituitary gland, children. You can see here, it is present like in the part of the midbrain. You can see it is very clear. You have to be thorough with all the parts of the human brain and its function, very important. And forebrain, as I told you, it has all the sensory impulses, that is olfactory lobes. Olfaction is mostly the sensory impulses, that is the smell. Okay. Cerebrum functions diencephalon. So all these are given: midbrain, hindbrain, cerebellum. As I told you, it maintains posture, equilibrium, muscle tone. Okay, very important, children. Please be thorough with this, the complete structure and function of the human brain. You may get many questions from this topic. The thing is, you have to be very thorough with the concept. And here we have medulla oblongata, which majorly coordinates, and it has few functions, children, like the reflexes. And here it regulates the reflex actions like the swallowing, coughing, vomiting. All these are coordinated by the medulla oblongata. And the spine. So here the spinal cord structure is given, and mostly here spinal cord has all the nerves emerging from the spinal cord. We call them, or it completely forms a peripheral nervous system. It forms a peripheral nervous system. Yes, it is a peripheral nervous system. This is the structure of the spine, children. Peripheral nervous system is completely made up of the spine, or it is actually including a bundle of nerves. A bundle of nerves which are emerging or which are coming out from the spine forms a peripheral nervous system. And then we have autonomous nervous system. This is a self-regulating or self-governing system. See, for example, I'll give an example, children. See, we will take food. Okay, so how much food we take? Like till our belly gets completely filled with the food. So who will tell us? Again, it is a voluntary. And if you take the heartbeat, the lub-dub movement, the contraction, relaxation of the muscle cells, the cardiac muscles, okay, inhalation, exhalation, phases of the respiration, and the peristaltic movement which are happening in the digestive system through the sphincter muscles. All these are happening voluntarily without our consciousness. So they are self-governed by this autonomous nervous system. You might have heard autonomy. Okay, there are some autonomous universities. So they are self-governing. There is no supreme authority to monitor them or to govern them. Here in the body, in the human body also, we have such kind of system where those actions will be happening without consciousness. So that kind of actions which are happening without our consciousness or without the voluntary action of the brain all comes under this autonomous nervous system simply. Okay, you can take some examples, children. You can go through this. Yeah, the complete diagram is you have to be thorough with this. Okay, and all these are all the important topics you can take from the chapter. Then feedback mechanism. Feedback, and even see, feedback mechanism is actually about the hormones, endocrine system. So here even the complete coordination happens through the nerves and also the secretion of hormones here. So you have to be thorough with the hormonal system also. We have different endocrine glands in different parts of the body which secrete hormones which help in the development of an individual and the actions. There are some actions, there are some functions which are regulated by even the hormonal secretion in the body. Though that is also very coordinating system, very important coordinating system in the human body. We have different endocrine glands location. You please be thorough with that. And even this is all about the human body and how do coordination takes place in the plant body. See, like how a human body secrete hormones, even plant also do secrete some phytohormones. So these phytohormones also regulate growth and development of the plant body. So, but here in the human body, almost it is a development. It is not a negative thing. But here in the plants, there are some hormones which inhibit the growth of the plant. So we have only one, that is abscisic acid. Only that is a plant growth inhibitor. Almost all, like auxin, cytokinins, gibberellins, and ethylene, all these are actually plant growth promoters. There are two types of plant growth hormones. One group falls under inhibitor and one group comes under promoters, or they enhance the growth or they help in the growth and development of the plant. You please be thorough with this tabular form. Auxins, gibberellins, cytokinins, and abscisic acid will be the plant growth inhibitor. Yeah, tropic movements and nastic movements. So these are not regulated by hormones. Okay, it is a self-governing body, like how we have autonomous nervous system. Even plants do have this kind of movements. Okay, like when you touch Mimosa pudica, touch me not plant. So why it will be closing its leaves? It's a kind of nastic movement. And trophic movement. When you just keep a potted plant in a dark room, what happens? You just close all the doors and windows and ensure light falls only from one part, that is from window. You just keep a potted plant very close to that window. After 5 to 6 days, you could able to observe stem part moving towards the light. So we come to conclusion that plant also shows movement. It is called a trophic movement. Yet the stimulus which is initiating the development or the growth of the stem towards the light. So light is a stimulus here. It's a kind of trophic movement. So all these are the topic, children. You have to be thorough with that. And then now we'll go to the a few examples from the chapter. Okay. I hope you have understood. I have just going through very fast, children. Yes. Yes, children. Now you get able to answer few questions from the concept. During respiration, the movement of intercostal or the diaphragm, it's a kind of, again, action, voluntary, involuntary action. Moves the rib cage, inflating and deflating what? Which part will be moving up and down when diaphragm moves? I want answer, children. You can just type directly in the chat box. Yes. Very good, children. It is lungs. So rib cage. So what happens during inhalation or exhalation phase? The diaphragm, which is present below the abdomen or in the abdominal cavity, okay, which separates the respiratory system with the below abdomen, that is the digestive system. Here we have a dome-shaped structure called diaphragm. So this diaphragm actually is responsible for the breathing cycle we can take. So what happens when diaphragm just moves down, we can see the expanding of the rib cage so that we could inhale a lot of oxygen, and that oxygen will be diffused into the alveolar cells of the lungs. And what happens when diaphragm comes to its normal position? What happens again? The volume of the rib cage or the chest cavity decreases, which there is no space for the carbon dioxide there. So immediately we just exhale carbon dioxide through the nostrils. So this happens in fractions of seconds, in very spontaneously in the body. So it is lungs, children. Very good. Most of you have given the correct answer. It is lungs. Very good. Then next question. Respiration is an involuntary process. As I told you, what is involuntary? Controlled by the medulla oblongata of this nervous system. So which nervous system is responsible for the involuntary process of respiration? So you have to know to which part the medulla oblongata belongs. Autonomous, peripheral, central nervous system and sympathetic nervous system. See, what is sympathetic and parasympathetic? These are the parts of the autonomous nervous system. See, for example, if you take inhalation, exhalation phases, inhalation falls under sympathetic, exhalation falls under parasympathetic. The opposite actions comes under sympathetic and parasympathetic, which are monitored by the, again, autonomous nervous system. Yeah, want answers, children? Yes, Vijay has given the correct answer. It's not CNS. Avinash has given the correct answer. Avinash, absolutely correct. Renuka has given the correct answer. Pavan, it's not 4. Yes, Gayatri has given the correct answer. It falls under autonomous, children. It is not, it is involuntary action. So it is autonomous nervous system. Okay, it belongs to autonomous nervous system. Next, if energy has to be obtained from food, it has to be what? It has to what? It's an introduction given in the coordination, children. If energy has to be obtained from food, it has to be what? Reduced, oxidized and reduced, only oxidized or fermented. What's the answer? Yes, Vishwanath, Vijay, Sai Vardhan. Yes, Shivani. Very good. Very good. Nice, children. It is oxidized. So what is getting oxidized, children, here? Glucose, that is carbohydrate, is getting oxidized to produce energy at the cellular level. So this will be happening. This is called what? We call it as a cellular respiration. So it is monitored by pons varolii, which belongs to the hindbrain of human body or human brain. Okay. Yes, it is oxidized. Very good. Next. Enteric nervous system is present in. Enteric nervous system is present in excretory system, circulatory system, digestive system, and transporting system or transport system. So which part or which organ system have this enteric nervous system? Yeah, I want to answer, children. It is very clearly given. Yes. Yes, absolutely correct. Shivani has given the correct answer. Yes, Jessica, it's not to think and give the answer. Yeah, Mallesh, yes. Vishwanath Hanmakonda has given the correct answer. Very good. Avinash has given the correct answer. Yes. Yes. Yogita, no dear. Vijay has given the correct answer. Yes, children. It is digestive system. So I was telling you about the peristaltic movements which are happening in the digestive system, which are regulated by the sphincter muscles. So it is actually, and we can take again, is the involuntary action. It is monitored by this enteric nervous system. Okay. So it is a part of, again, autonomous nervous system. It is a part of, again, autonomous nervous system. Okay. Yes, it is digestive system, children. Very good. Nice. Next. Next question. The neural tissue of enteric nervous system is filled with important what? It is filled with transmitters, neurotransmitters, electrons, and electrodes. Electrons, electrodes, you can go for odd one out. This is not a physics, isn't it? So only we have 1 and 2 options. You can go with that 1 and 2 options. Yes, Vishwanath. Very good. We have only one word in the textbook. It is neurotransmitters. You can go for odd one out. Okay, we are not having all these words at all in the textbook. So like this also, you can go for opting the correct answer in your exam, children. If you are not sure, okay, you just go for, think logically. If you are not sure with the answer, you just keep all the answers which you know absolutely correct. First you go with that. Then you have 50-50. Okay, I'm not sure with this question. You do later. Okay, in that way you can go for odd one out. Okay. Neurotransmitters. Very good. Nice. The second brain contains about millions of neurons. The second brain. What is the second brain here? The second brain contains about million neurons. Okay. Here cerebellum, cerebrum, cerebellum. So cerebellum is also called that. Second brain contains about how many neurons? It has how many neurons? This is given in your textbook, children. Yes, answer, children. Yes. Gayatri has given the correct answer. Chetan. Ramcharan, think and you refer your textbook. Refer your textbook. It's not Mahesh has given the correct answer. Till now, Mahesh has given the correct answer. It is 100, children. 100. It is 100. 100 nerve cells. Okay. Next. Hard mass of feces gets stored in this part of large intestine. Which part will be storing the feces? That is the unwanted material. Which part? Rectum, colon, cecum, and duodenum. So which part? Mahesh Vishwanath has given the correct answer. Yes. Yes. Very good. It's not 4, Vijay. It's not 4, Chetan. It is. What's the answer? 1, rectum. Rectum is the correct answer, children. Only after the dissolved food enters these, the sense of taste is carried to brain. Through which birds or through which receptors? Taste buds, taste receptors, filiform papillae, and all the above. What's the answer, children? As I told you, we have a very specialized receptors, sensory cells. All the 5 organs, all the 5 sense organs have specialized receptors, which are specified for that particular action, the sensory action. No, it's not 4. Vishwanath has given the correct answer again. Chetan, it's not 4. No, no. Avinash, it's taste buds. Taste buds. Okay. After taste buds identify the taste that is taken by the receptors. And we have different receptors in the cerebrum part. Cerebrum has different lobes, children. Olfactory lobes. We have different lobes. Each lobe is specialized for receiving the impulses from different sense organs. It is taste buds. Taste buds is a correct answer, children. Taste can be identified easily when the tongue is pressed against what? Throat, buccal cavity, palate, glottis. Throat, you can go for odd one out. Buccal cavity, palate, and glottis. What's the answer, children? Yes. Manohar has given, Chetan has given, Vijay has given the correct answer, Lahari has given the correct answer. Vishwanath, no dear, it's not 2. It is palate, which is present below the tongue. Palate. Okay, palate. Palate is the answer. Okay, palate is the correct answer. Next, tincture of iodine is used to confirm the presence of dash in the food. Always iodine comes, you have to go blindly for one substrate. What is that? You know, that is the answer. Starch, protein, fats, minerals. Yes, most of you are giving the correct answer, children. It is option 1, starch, a complex carbohydrate. So what happens when we just apply iodine to the tincture of this starch substrate? Immediately the complete color of the medium will be turned into blue color, dark blue color. So dark blue indicates the presence of carbohydrates in the medium or in the food, wherever we are performing the test activity. As a result of chewing, food forms into a round mass called what? As a result of chewing, food forms into a round mass called what? Avinash? Yes, yes, very good. Bolus. The answer is bolus. Very good. Salivary amylase acts on these large molecules to form sugars. Amylase, I told you this. Amylase always act on only one substrate. What is that? Yes. Yes. Yes, children. No, it's not 3. It's 1. Starch. Complex carbohydrate. It is starch. Okay, always whenever children in the question, if amylase comes, amylase always enzyme. It's an enzyme always acting on only one substrate, that is carbohydrates. Okay, so you have to go blindly. That may be pancreatic amylase or salivary amylase. We have only 2 amylase secretion. One is in the buccal cavity by salivary glands called salivary amylase, and the other one is pancreatic amylase, where it is secreted in the pancreas, which is present as the pancreatic juice, or the pancreatic juice contains this pancreatic amylase. So it is starch, children. Then salivary amylase will be acting in this medium. What is a medium? It is acting. Okay. Alkaline. Good, good, good. Yes. Yes, children. Most of you have given the correct answer. Salivary amylase will be acting in this medium. Alkaline, acidic, neutral, and all the above. Think and give the answer. Buccal cavity, salivary amylase. In which medium it will be acting? Yes. Yes, children. It is alkaline. Alkaline medium is the correct answer. Okay. It is alkaline. It's not acidic. It is alkaline actually. Then belching and burning sensation is caused by the production of this acid in the stomach. We have only one acid secretion. That is the answer. Nitric acid, hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acid, and phosphorus acid. What's the answer? Yes. Yes, children. Very good. Most of you have given the correct answer. Yes, giving the correct answer. Yes, Gayatri, Manohar, Chetan, Vishwanath, Avinash. Very good. Yes. It is, children, HCl, hydrochloric acid. We have only one acid secretion, that is hydrochloric acid, no doubt. Then the neural apparatus. The neural apparatus. Sorry, children. Just blinking. One minute. So, children, here you need to go thoroughly with all the brain, human brain, and this is hydrochloric acid, children. The next one, salivary amylase. It is actually it's not acidic. It is alkaline. One minute, children. 1 minute. Yeah. Here in the complete central nervous system, like in the complete coordination, you have to be thorough with the human brain and the spinal cord, and even you have to be thorough with all the hormonal system, that is endocrine system. Okay. One minute, children. So you have to be thorough with the hormones, pituitary gland, adrenal gland. You have, then we have this one, even testes, ovaries. So we have mixed endocrine glands showing that function. So all these things you have to be thorough, children. And tropic movements, nastic movements, all these things you have to be thorough. I have some problem with my system. Stopping my sharing. Gayatri ma'am, please engage the class. I have problem with my system.
Yes, ma'am. Your screen is actually not clear.
Yes, ma'am. Yes. I don't know. System problem. 1 minute, ma'am.
All right, ma'am, that's okay. Students, కొంచెం టెక్నికల్ ఇష్యూ వచ్చింది.
Yes, sir.
Yes, students, there's some technical issue. Just a minute. We are trying to sort it out.
All right, students, till then, let me just announce the toppers. Here are the topper students. Krish scoring 93 out of 100. Manoj scoring 90 out of 100. Riya, Riya 86 out of 100. Gayatri 84 out of 100. Sarvesh 79 out of 100. Shiva 78 out of 100. Avinash 76 out of 100. And K. Ajay 75 out of 100. Congratulations, students. Scoring very well. Performance is consistent. Really good. Students, inkoka announcement, students. Rape exam undadu. Next week, three granters untai. We will have 3 granters next week. And the dates will be announced tomorrow. But for tomorrow, you don't have an exam. And the other announcement is MJP RJC application date extending the students. 15th April is the last date. So you still have time to apply. Don't miss it. All right. So you don't have an exam tomorrow. You have 3 granters next week. Dates will be announced tomorrow. And MJP RJC exam date is extended to 15th of April. That is Monday. So you still have time. If at all you haven't applied, apply. Apply చేసేయండి. ఒకవేళ చేయని వాళ్ళు ఉంటే apply చేసేయండి. And the ones who have missed the career guidance session, it was career guidance session conduct చేశారు students. It was very interesting, informative session, encouraging and inspiring session. మీరు మిస్ చేశారంటే యూట్యూబ్ లో వాచ్ చేయండి. చూడండి, యూట్యూబ్ కి వెళ్ళి చూడండి. Career guidance session by JET program, by Jatadhara Education Technology. The link will be shared in the WhatsApp group, students. All right. Yes, tomorrow you'll have class as usual, but no exam tomorrow. Class will be there as usual, students, 7:30 p.m. Practice is revise cheskondi, prepare for the grant test. Grant test, you'll have the whole paper, same as the final exam. So take it as a final mock paper. Any previous papers revise cheskondi. Edana class revise cheskovalanunte kuda YouTube lo meeru revise cheskondi. All right, students, that's all for today. Good night. Good luck. Bye-bye.